Today we're going to be looking at dividing decimals by whole numbers and also by other decimals. We'll start with whole numbers. First of all, I'm going to do that question over there, so I'm just going to write it over here so I've got a bit more space. 7.88 and I'm dividing by 2. So, first of all, I always start on the left hand side. This is my little divide algorithm. 7 divided into 2 goes 3 whole times, and I'm left with 2 times 3 is 6. I'm left with 1. 18 now divided by 2 is 9. Now, my decimal's there in dividing. You put the decimal straight up. I don't know why I just did that. A bit weird. Anyway, that's a decimal. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we do it just like we'd normally do it. I will do another one. I'm not going to do an example dividing by 9 because I'll let you do the hard ones. No, I will do a dividing by 4. How about that? So I'll do this one as the second one. 3.04 divided by 4. Remember, if you look at the last 2 digits and they're divisible by 4, then the whole thing is divisible by 4. Divisibility rules very handy. 3 divided by 4 I can't do, so I've got a remainder of 3. I put my decimal straight up there. 30 divided by 4. Well, I know that 8 times 4 is 32, so it's going to go 7 times, which is 28. So I've got a remainder of 2, and 24 goes into 4 6 times, so 0.76. There you go. Quickly, just going to, for people wanting to do the extension, this is not needed. It is an extension if you are dividing by a decimal number. Now these are going to need just a little bit more thought because they're going to be a bigger number in the end when you're doing your dividing, and you're going to have to do some multiplication as well. 37, 3.7, 64.38 divided by 3.7. I am going to times both of these by 10. By timesing both of them by 10, in the same way that I times the numerator and denominator in fractions by 10, it's not going to change. The reason I chose 10 was because timesing the divisor, the 3.7, by 10 is going to make it 37. And that is just going to be also times by 10, so it's 643.8. So, 6 divided by 37 I cannot do, so I'm going to carry my 6. 64 divided by 37. Well, that's actually only going to go once, because 37 plus 37 is going to be 74. So, what I'm going to do now is write down my remainder. It's going to be 20 something. So I'm going to go, oh gosh. I'm going to do some little sums here. All you need to do is say 64 minus 37. You might know the answer straight in your head, but it's always good to know what we're doing. So I've borrowed from the 6, 14 take away 7 is 7. That's going to be a 5, so it's going to be 27. So that's 273. Now, I don't know my 37 times table, but I can kind of guess my 40 times table. It's a bit easier. So if I was going up in 4s, what's the closest I could get to 27? So at 40s to 270, say. So 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 7 is 28. So I'm going to go, what is 37 times 6? This is just my little thoughts. These are my working outs. Always good to write it down somewhere. 7 sixes are 42. And 3 sixes are 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. If I add an extra 37 to that, that'll be 37 times 7. So actually 259, 50, 60, 70, 80. So it's actually going to go 7 times. I hope you kind of got what I did there. I times it by 6, saw that 222 was quite small. If I add an extra 37, it's going to be 259. So that's a better number to choose. So I'm going to go 7. Okay. And then I'm going to say 273 minus 259. I'm going to borrow from the 7. That's a 4. That's now a 6. 6 minus 5 is 1. So it's left over with 14. Okay. Now my decimal is here. That 7 is part of that one there. So the decimal goes straight up there. 148 divided by 37. So 40 into 14, maybe 3 because that's 12. Let's try 37 times 3. 7 3s, 21, 3 3s are 9, 10, 11. What number was I looking for? Gosh. 148. I can definitely fit a 37 in there, which is very nice because that actually equals 148. So times 4. And that is my answer. If there was a decimal, I could have just carried on going 0, 0, 0. If there was a remainder, sorry, I could have just put them in there. So hopefully that all makes sense. Good luck.